Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm the host of the show. Thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and just being a part of what we do here. Now, week 8, normally this is the middle of the year. We have the trade deadline, a day away. We all think, this is the middle of the year. Now we start having that discussion of who's in the MVP conversation, who's going to get traded. And we do have a little bit of the trade conversation, but now it's not the end. It's not the middle of the year. We gotta wait a little more, which makes the NFL season so great, because now we have an expanded season. We get to see more of the games that we all love and enjoy. So, the Rams traded Kenny Young, the linebacker, to the Broncos. The Broncos desperately needed linebacker help. They've been getting hurt all over the place. They lose guys left and right. Kenny Young is a good football player. He's going to help them out a lot. He was traded for a 2024 7th round pick. The Dolphins owner, Stephen Ross, laughed and said, "I know what you guys are going to ask me, so don't ask me." To me, they're asking him, and I understand they're asking him, and I'm going to pose the question, are they trading for Deshaun Watson? Because Tua, I firmly believe in my mind, Tua's not the problem. It's everything else. The offense is okay. It's not Tua's fault. He does make some poor decisions, but it's not his fault. The defense is bad. So anytime, you can't win a game without good defense. You need good defense. How the saying goes, offense wins games, defense wins championships. Because sooner or later, your defense has to step up. You played Buffalo, you kept the game close in the first half, and in the second half, you just get destroyed. Because you can't figure out how to stop anybody. So, with saying that, will Deshaun Watson be traded to the Miami Dolphins? Well, everyone was saying, well, maybe Carolina. No. Won't be Carolina. You can't physically talk to Deshaun Watson at this point. So you just got to do like your own kind of due diligence. I think you have to be comfortable in the person. He's not put on the commissioner exempt list. That is for darn sure. But if you trade him and the Texans believe they get Tua, it's not going to happen. Because to me, here's the best way you can do this. And I kind of referenced it, but I will say it again. If you trade for Deshaun Watson, he's not going to know the playbook right away. You keep Tua there as the starter until Deshaun figures out the playbook. Once he does that, no matter how quickly it takes, by the off season, you give Tua the choice. Do you want to stay on the Miami Dolphins and be a backup? Or do you want us to release you so you can go on a team and find your way on their roster? And that, I think, is reasonable. Don't trade him. It's not worth it. Just let him be on the team for the remainder of the year, and if he wants to be released or traded at that point, you can do that. But just let him stay on the rest of the year. I think that's best for the Miami Dolphins at this point. Now, the Packers, when they played the Cardinals this past Thursday, wide receivers DeVante Adams and Allen Lazard did not play due to COVID. And this is not just Packers receivers. Their defensive coordinator and the Chicago Bears head coach, Matt Nagy, also had COVID, and he could not coach on the sidelines versus the 49ers this past Sunday. So, it is a very difficult situation to be in, but it's not impossible. We've seen it happen. Obviously, we saw what happened in Green Bay. It worked out for them. and the Cardinals did it the week prior, so it can work. The Seahawks activated running back Rashard Penny off the IR, which was great. They needed him against the Saints. It just didn't come to a great result. They also had elevated quarterback Jake Luton from the practice squad. Colts veteran, Miami Dolphins veteran safety cornerback Jason McCourty and running back Malcolm Butler placed on IR after suffering an injury versus the Falcons. That happened. They ended up getting put on IR. It ends up having the both veteran players. It happens. There's nothing you can do. An interesting trade happened as the Jets decided to trade for Joe Flacco. The compensation is for a conditional day 3 pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. That, to me, I get it, but he's not very good. You saw that last year. Why bring him back? Made no sense. I understand you don't have a veteran backup who has games under his belt, but if you saw what Mike White did yesterday, you may not need one.